you guys so much for 100K. Anna put this on for you guys. Yes, it's been a wild journey. Anna, anything you want to say?
Cheers and woot woot!
Woot woot!
In this video, we're gonna sit down and just have a little chat about our past, how we got to 100K, and our future plans. First, we're gonna start with eating some pad thai because we started this whole journey in Thailand, so what a better way to celebrate. The question we get asked all the time, which is, how did we get started? So I'm gonna just kind of give you my 1-minute elevator pitch. If you really wanna know in detail, you can check out the proposal video Ian made for me. You can click right up here and it goes over not only our love story, but also our entire YouTube journey. 2015, the end of senior year of high school, Ian and I lived 10 minutes apart, but we went to different schools growing up. Had an amazing summer, fell in love. We had to go to different colleges because we just met, so it was like we already picked our schools, and then we're like, okay, this isn't gonna work out because we're 10 hours apart. So we broke up for like a second, and then we were like, okay, I want to do long distance, and we ended up doing long distance, beating the odds for 4 years in college. He went to Indiana University, I studied at the University of South Carolina, and we would drive 10 hours to each other or fly. Luckily, our junior year of college, we got to study abroad in Thailand together. So this is the first time we got to be in school together, and we fell in love with Thailand, with traveling, and with travel vlogging. So we go home, finish our senior year, all in the meantime decide on our own that we're actually gonna be travel vloggers when we graduate college. We wanted to put all of our eggs in one basket and go all in on content creation. So our senior year was focused on learning how to do that, having those tough conversations with friends and family that, sorry, we're gonna leave you for a while and try to pursue our dreams, which they didn't understand. So we graduate, we worked and saved up $36,000 and headed off on a year of travel. 5 months in, COVID hit, and we went home, stayed home, quarantined, built a van, traveled the US, and it wasn't until that trip that we really started making money and making this our full-time living. That is the elevator pitch. I feel like it was a little longer than I expected. Obviously, there's a lot of ups and downs in between all of that.
We're only in this position because of you guys spreading our videos, watching every single one.
Liking it.
Yeah, liking, subscribing. And Anna, what's your biggest tip in reaching 100,000 subscribers on YouTube?
I am actually the Instagram master. You're the YouTube god. As being a big role in the videos, pretty much the star, I would say that you have to be yourself. You have to get comfortable with the camera. Just starting out is the hardest part, but once you start, there's only one way up. I don't want to get into like the logistics of it, that's boring.
Yeah.
But the inspirational part is starting.
Yeah, starting is the biggest thing because I got obsessed with YouTube in 2015. I was, what, 18 years old? It took 3 years to start. Think about if I took that opportunity to practice, you know, talking on camera, getting comfortable in front of people.
It's just really hard. You have to have a really good attention span. Like Ian can sit at the computer and edit for 20 hours while I'm more like, let's do a 1-minute reel. People
always ask us, did your parents, were they okay with this, not getting real jobs? And no. Neither one of our parents were okay with us doing this and chasing this dream. It's okay, parents, not to believe in your kids after seeing our first video.
I get it.
We get it. Our first video, oh my gosh. Go back and watch it.
Should we play a clip here? We should play a clip.
Well, we're playing a clip right now.
This is our first video we ever posted on YouTube.
We're out here in Shanghai. And
I just got up.
Our roommates hated us. So you gotta hold it more down. They can't see us. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Hell yeah. We're just learning how to do this.
He said 5 yen.
What is 5 yen?
Oh, what is that thing?
We need to figure it out, but that's pretty cool.
So as you can see, we were not very gifted at the beginning, but we saw the potential in ourselves, and we know that we're both extremely disciplined and hard workers and that we could do this. It's not like being 1 in a billion baseball MLB player. There's a story that everyone has to tell, and someone's gonna be interested in it. The other day we had a big talk on where is this channel going? Are we just gonna keep traveling and sharing all these adventures with you guys? Well, right now we're at a point where we're making good money, so that's not tying us back. COVID's still prevalent, but of course you can still travel. This is the first time where we can go anywhere and do anything, and we're like, holy crap, it's scary. And it's the same thing with living. We're like, where do we live when you can live anywhere? That being said, I want to go really quickly into some videos you can expect from us.
Basically a bunch of teaching videos we're gonna get into, and then there's something exciting we decided to do. We're coming up with our very own bucket list. You'd think we'd do this by now, but we've never actually sat down, had a pen and paper. Anna's got it right here. It's the start of it. But this is the start of a new adventure for the other side, for Ian and Anna.
And for you guys.
Our hopes and dreams for those 2 years we went full-time on YouTube were to become a YouTube full-timer. Like, you know, I wanted to make a living on YouTube, having a life full of freedom, going wherever, doing whatever, and we finally somewhat have that.
But now we need some structure.
Yeah.
Like, what can we do next with this, with our journey?
Yeah, so we wrote down a couple things on our bucket list, and I think a lot of them are gonna get you guys excited. They get us excited.
Before we had just countries as our bucket list. Like, we always want to go to Greece, we always want to go to Turkey, and we just cross countries off. But now it's just activities. So I want to go to Italy and learn to make pasta with a nonna, which is a grandma. We're gonna learn to surf in Costa Rica, spend the Christmas winter season in Paris and New York City, get really involved with a charity because we don't do enough to give back to the community, hopefully find a home base, we're still in that process, and then we have some like crazy challenge ideas where we're thinking of going to an airport and having a complete stranger pick our next destination and just coming with a handbag and flying to wherever they send us for the weekend.
I think this is a great chance for us to get out of our comfort zone. Even though it looks like we're already out of our comfort zone, I think there's definitely levels to that.
But on the other end, I will say this, something I've learned this year is that all of this doesn't mean anything unless you have friends and family. It's important to have a community, so on top of all these things, these are going to be shorter trips where that we do get to come home to a home base and hopefully set up a community.
Over the next year, we have our wedding. 2 of my brothers are getting married
and
this year.
brother. I just hope anyone out there that wants to do this, we are a good example of that you can do it too.
And parents, it's a real job, even though it doesn't look like it.
It wasn't until I went to Serbia that I think my dad really realized it.
Anna's dad's from Serbia. She's Serbian. If you haven't seen those Serbia videos yet, definitely check them out. It's an underrated country. Serbia, we love you. You guys put us in the news. It was such a...
Serbia's like a home. People always ask, where's your favorite place to like travel? I don't say Serbia because I feel like that's just a home now.
Yeah. Sorry for challenge. Wouldn't you guys do the same if you had delicious pad thai in front of you?
We never do this. We're always like showing a place you guys never really see our just chill time. So here you go. Here it is. Pad thai on the beach.
That's what we're doing with champagne. One of Anna's bucket list items is to visit the Carolinas during fall.
So that's where we're going next. Or anywhere during fall.
Let's give one last woot woot. With our mouths full, on to the next one. 100K. We love you. 3, 2, 1. Woot woot! Good night. It's getting dark. Bye. Woot woot.